This week on the Steam Machine podcast. So I walk in and I sit down in this train and I'm on there and they tell me this is a new train. It's like the old train, but it's a little different. So I'm riding the train and I ain't never been on a train with so much fluff in my life. And I'm just like, we're on this train. There's Dementors and I'm just like, when are we gonna get off this goddamn train?
Not interested.
Fuck you, Mick. Kill the music! Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Steam Machine podcast. My name is Dalton, and joining me this week, take two. Welcome everybody to the Steam Machine podcast. My name is Dalton, and joining me as always is one half of the Shoutout.
Hi, it's Willie. How you doing?
And if you think I'm not going to leave that take two in as a comedic effect, you do not know me as an editor. Also,
believe me, that is the perfect. We'll edit it out in post that makes it to the final recording. Also
joining me is the one, the only, the microphone, Michael, Team Retro,
Mic Control.
Mick is fine. I'm good with Mick, especially when it's immediately following a "fuck you." It just kind of flows off the tongue.
It did sound nice.
Yeah,
you told me the other day that you were using Mike on your channel now.
Yeah,
I was like cooking some food, and I looked at my mom and dad, and I'm like, Mick said we can call him Mike now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm so used to calling him Mick. I was like, man, this is like, I said, this kind of reminds me of like when my friend Josie became Josie, and I no longer called Josie JP, and it was like, that was a fucking, like, I had to make myself make that distinction in my head, and now it's easy for me to do. But fuck, it was hard at the time, but you do that kind of stuff for your friends. But if you're okay with Mick.
Yeah, you get there.
I'm okay with Mick.
Mick the Dick.
Yeah.
However, I'm not okay with Willie, and I want you to keep adding E's to the end for everyone he doesn't get at the end of his name. I want to be Willie. It's going to look like
that's all right.
Wookiee
If I'm Mick the Dick, you're Dalton the Dyke, and Willie the Willie.
Whoa.
Willie the Wiener.
Willie. No, Willie the Willie.
I am not a loser. I am a wiener.
Oh, that's good. Where's that from? That looks familiar.
That, dude, so I was in elementary school, and we had like this little troupe come to our school and do like comedy about positivity and stuff. And he was just like, if someone makes fun of you and calls you a loser, you say, I am not a loser, I am a wiener. But he would say it like, it said kind of sound like wiener.
For the audience to speak, he's holding up like the L to your forehead that you do like in the Smash Mouth song, but then curling the thumb up and mirroring it with the other hand, and it does kind of look like a W.
Also looks like deer antlers.
I can see that too.
I also was thinking that as well.
Yes. God damn it, Dalton.
Yeah.
Been a while since we had that one on the show.
There's a reason that soundboard clip exists. God damn it, Dalton. Also, hold on. I had it. I'm not a loser. Okay, so L also makes me think of dodgeball. That's my wife over there. Yeah, I love her to death. She loves me too. And then she just pulls up the L on her forehead like fucking loser. And he goes, L for love. And it's funny. I'm watching dodgeball and I'm listening to this dude talk and he goes, well, we could play dodgeball. And I went, bing. That's Bill Dotrieve, from King of the Hill. I was like, that's the voice actor who plays Bill. And I looked it up and I was right. And I immediately just like, when he said, we can play dodgeball, I just pictured in my head Bill saying that to Hank. And I went, oh my God, that's the same voice.
That's great.
I love little ding moments. Like, it's like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where you're snapping and you're like leaning up, pointing at the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, the first time I found out Billy West was so many voices that sound exactly the same in other things, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because then in the shit he does, his voices don't all sound the same. It's just he has that one Billy West voice that's like Doug and Stimpy and Fry and Red M&M.
Holy shit. Yeah. Now that you say
that. But then,
that,
like, he plays other characters on those shows, and they don't sound anything like that. He's a really versatile actor. It's just he has that default, like, protag voice, too.
So, for a rarity, I think I'm going to go first on what we've been up to.
Oh, nifty.
Probably better you go first, because
I'm saving you for last, motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take up.
busy this week.
I'm gonna take up half the show with the shit that I've been dealing with.
So let me move you guys over here for a second and pull up my little Steam. So I have, of course, been playing WWE 2K26. The Season 3 Season Pass just came out, so I've just been playing and making my way through that. And they didn't give me a free 20 levels this time, so I actually have to play the game to unlock things. And I am thrilled about that, because that gives me a reason to fucking play it. Whereas other people online are like, fucking bullshit. I'm like, y'all shut your fucking dick traps. Like, dude, like, stop. Play the game. That's what we did forever. Right. Play the game, unlock shit. One of the cool, we've had this conversation before, but one of the coolest parts about playing the older Tekken games was playing through, you get to that mystery person, you fight them, you beat the story mode, and then you unlocked that mystery character that you can then go play with. And that was fucking fantastic. Anyway.
Yeah, I had this beloved fucking Tekken 2 article in a magazine I had as a kid. I never played Tekken 2. I didn't even know the system it was on at the time. But I would keep reading through it because I just thought it was so fascinating that there were so many trees to unlock new characters. Even if they were a lot of the times just like slightly retextured versions of other characters like Angel and Devil or whatever. Yeah. It was still neat.
Yeah, and then when like, oh dude, yeah, when you unlocked Devil and you thought you were hot shit and you're playing as him, and then you get the Angel and you're like, what the, and she beats your ass, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was great, dude. And there's like moments like that just get robbed from you whenever the characters just come out as a new thing that you get to pay money for. Yeah. But that's not me being cheap. That's just me being a fucking jaded gamer, I suppose.
No, I don't think a lot of these people would have survived back in the day when you had to win the world championship just to play as Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I pretty much beat that treasure chest clicker game that I was playing. I didn't get all the achievements, but like
that was quick.
I did pretty much everything in it. Yeah, I knew it was a relatively short for a incremental game. I say short for an incremental game because I have 310 hours in it idling. I picked up a game yesterday that was cheap. I also picked up the sequel to the game that we're talking about today because that was also cheap. But it was called Tales of Seikyu, Seikyu, Seikyu.
Okay,
I think is how you would say that. And you remember that game I was telling you about, Star Sand Island? That's like Chinese 3D Stardew Valley.
I think we all have it. I want to say.
I think I gifted it to everybody, but if not, I've been meaning to, and I'm going to before it comes up for the.
I have it. But, so either I got it from you or I got it from the family library I'm in. But I do have it.
I don't immediately see it in Steam, but you might have got it to me on something else.
No, it would have been Steam. So okay, so I'll still have to get it for Willie. But so this Tales of Seikyu is like that, but Japanese instead of Chinese.
Okay.
So you're like dealing with yokai and things like that. It's really cool. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not very far into it, but it was like on sale for like $9.99. It's in early access. But I was like,
that's another series I want to see remade. Patreon.com/TSMB podcast. Sorry, I said that wrong. Patreon.com/The Steam Machine podcast. The Yokai Watch series. They never really got their due.
Oh, I would like to check that out just because we've been doing a lot of Mon-type games lately, and I've heard the Yokai Watch has some interesting designs and concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I on my 2DS XL that is enhanced, I'll say, I have a Yokai Watch game on there that I've always been meaning to play because it's Pokemon but with yokai, and I'm fucking like, hell yeah, dude. Because then I can like get a cute yokai and then like, look up what the actual fucking yokai is in Japanese lore and stuff, and that would be really cool to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Tales of Seikyu, I'll report back on that when I get further into it. I only played it for a couple hours last night. Tired. Before I talk about the game I've been sinking some time into, the two games I've been sinking some time into, I got a hair up my ass the other day, and I bought a handful of liminal horror games.
Okay,
interesting.
Cool.
So I got the Complex Expedition, which is
Is that related to Complex Found Footage?
Possibly. It is.
That was the Backrooms game we played for the show a while back.
Yeah. This is a Backrooms game. In our chat, I'm gonna post a screenshot because I was really impressed with the way this game looked.
Yeah.
So that's the intro as you're walking into the Backrooms with two other people that are NPCs. But I just thought like the way the shading and the lighting and all that makes it look realistic-esque, which is what these games are really good at. But I haven't gotten too far into that one. I've only played about 20 minutes. It's really got the vibe though that you're looking for when those games are.
I was really impressed by the predecessor's vibe. Like, I thought that one just really did a great job of giving you a sense of weird, wrong space.
100%.
I especially loved the way it handled, like, the pool sections, because that's always been one of the more interesting ones, because it feels like something that, even though I don't think I've ever had a pool dream before like that, it looks like something that would make sense to my dream logic.
Absolutely. The Backrooms 1998, which is another one of it came bundled with the complex for cheaper. So that's just another one, but it looks more retro in it, and it's stylistic in the way it's designed. So that's another cool one. Then I got 2 other games that were in a bundle together. One is called Dream Core.
Okay.
Which I only played 1 level of it, and to describe it to you, it's like, or did I take a screenshot? I did. Okay. Again, this is in our recording chat.
Recording chat.
It looks like this.
It looks pretty realistic and a little creepy.
So it's just a sprawling network of houses that are connected by these fences that you can't hop. So it's like a maze going through it, but like as you're going through, the sun is moving, so time is passing. And then when it gets nighttime, like it gets eerily quiet, and the happy-go-lucky music that's playing stops, and it just gets like these fucking evil sounding noises off in the distance and stuff. It's really fucking creepy. And that has different, like, quote unquote levels. But I do not think any of these actually have a monster in it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's all vibes and that. But the other one I got that came with that is called Dreamcore Rabbit Hole, which I have not checked out yet.
Okay.
But I also snagged a game that is going to be my free horror game for October. We were kind of talking about that earlier.
Are you going to let us know in advance?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about it right now, because this game really intrigues me. Should only take about 40 minutes to 1 hour to complete.
Perfect for October games.
It's called The Windows Are Gone.
I like that title. Okay, I don't know this one.
Haunted by grief and guilt after a tragic accident, you start seeing a house in your dreams. No matter what you do, you can't get its image out of your head. You feel it calling for you, so you answer it. The Windows Are Gone is a short psychological horror game. That's just a description about the guy who made it. So basically, it's you go and find the house that's in your dreams, and you wander around it, and there's no monster or anything. It's just slowly, as you're wandering around doing stuff, the windows in the house just start to disappear, and then other things start to happen. And there's more to it than I'm giving away, but it seems like it would be a really fun, just hour romp. Not too scary, but very creepy.
Okay.
It looks kind of like low poly, lo-fi, kind of nice looking.
Yeah. And that's free for any listener.
It does look creepy as hell, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and that's what I try to go for more. I like creep over just straight like horror when it comes to video games. I love a horror movie, but I like video games that make me feel like I need to check behind my chair.
Yeah, games with atmosphere. Like, I still think maybe the best individual pull I did for the show, even though I don't think it's the best game we ever did for Spooktober, but I think Start Survey is like the absolute perfect Spooktober freebie week game.
Yeah, that moment in that game where it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also snagged Paralives, which is a new Sims style game. That's more.
Oh, I think you mentioned this to us briefly.
It's more cartoony looking than Inzoi is, which is Inzoi is much more of like Unreal Engine 5 doing its thing. But the 2 games that I've been sinking some time into, because Paralives is very early access, so I've like made some characters and done a couple things, but I'm waiting for that game to cook a little. Oh,
I'd like to say though, Paralives in early access is being sold in a lot of really cozy little bundles. Like you can get a 10% discount on that with Unpacking or with House Flipper 2. Those both sound quite nice.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of House Flipper 2, dude, I keep looking at Power Wash Simulator 2. Like,
oh hell yeah,
man, I really enjoyed the first one.
What about the fact that the first House Flipper was upgraded or remastered or whatever?
Was
like
it?
the one that we played,
I don't know,
the one that we played for the
it.
show got a fresh coat of paint, and you can like get it with all the DLC now.
Neat. I'll have to look into that.
Me too, because I started getting into actually making an office. I bought the Heisenberg house, and then I just kind of fell off the game after we did the show, and I haven't really played it since. But
it's so funny too, though, because the title of the game, House Flipper, makes it sound like it's going to be just this like capitalist hellscape, make money and that's all that matters thing. But in actuality, I really found just redecorating and fixing up the houses to be insanely relaxing.
And also, just satisfying to knock.
Yes.
To knock
sledgehammering
the walls down with the sledgehammer. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
According to Steam reviews, we should probably let the House Flipper Remastered cook for a little while.
Really?
So?
Apparently, it's got some stuttering and performance issues.
Oh,
someone said this game stutters at 100 FPS. What the fuck?
I mean, it's 100 FPS. Yeah, it's not supposed to run that. It's 60. Cap it at 60.
I think their thing was like, this game's running smooth, so why is everything being so fucking jank? Apparently it's just got issues.
Yeah.
Paralives looks really cute though. I'm like just watching the little gifs on the store page now, and I like the characters feel really designed, even though it is a Simsy type of game. Like there's a sort of intentionality about the graphic style that I really like.
Yeah, it seems very charming. So far, what I've played of it. So I've been playing the shit out of Forza Horizon 6.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's the Japan one. Yeah, you've mentioned this one a few times. What you been up to in that lately?
Man, I have a freaking steering wheel and shifter and stuff that I just haven't plugged in yet, that I really want to use to play that game.
I miss playing fucking San Francisco Rush in the arcade with the little steering wheel and shit. That's so cool.
Let me warn you that Forza Horizon 6 is definitely designed with controller in mind. But if you want a racing game designed with driving wheel in mind, where it controls like ass on a controller, but if you got a wheel, it works like a motherfucker. Assetto Corsa.
I've heard of it.
I think that's the name of it. Hold on. Assetto. Yeah, Assetto Corsa. It is a racing simulator, and it is designed for wheel and pedal and playing it like that. It is like borderline unplayable with a fucking controller because of the precise shit you need to do.
That's interesting.
You say that, but I definitely managed to play things like Gran Turismo on controllers just fine. So. Oh,
this is a level above Gran Turismo and.
Oh, even more than that. Okay.
Yeah, this is like what people buy like the $5,000 fucking driving rigs and shit to play. Like this kind of game.
Okay.
It's like
so. This is like the fucking Microsoft Flight Simulator with all the DLC of driving games.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. But yeah, I've just been fucking around doing race. I did the mech race, where I got the race.
You got to the mech race. How was that?
And it was pretty fucking sweet. Here in the stream channel. So I was able. This made me so happy, and I don't think I've shown this to you. So you remember when I showed you that picture of Mount Fuji?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we raced past it.
I remember being impressed by like the sky occlusion and stuff.
Able to I now have a picture of me racing past Mount Fuji with a fucking mech.
Holy shit!
Do you get to control the mech?
No, you're racing against the mech. So like That's
crazy.
This is the start of the race for size comparison.
Just you, your muscle car, Mount Fuji, and a fucking Gundam. You gotta love it.
And a goddamn Gundam. And it just makes me be like, what are the DLC for this game going to be like? If there's already a mech race in it, default, it's going to be fun. So yeah,
shit, one of the Gran Turismo games let you drive the rover around the moon, so...
Let you drive the what? You cut out, sorry.
Sorry, let you drive the rover around the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's always a lot of room for games to get weird with realistic driving physics, even if it's unrealistic scenarios.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, like I mentioned on the last episode, judging by Forza Horizon 4 having the Lego island that you could drive, Forza Horizon 5 having Hot Wheels DLC, like...
That new Hot Wheels game they announced at the last game festival type thing looked real tight, too.
Yeah,
it looked like a bundle of joy.
The Hot Wheels Unleashed game that I have is fun. And so any of the new ones, I'm like, yeah, give me more of that. It's fantastic. The nostalgia for just, there's so many you can collect. You know what I mean? It's like they have like that Lego ability to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna put 500 characters in this game. Enjoy.
And like Lego, I think a Hot Wheels is a brand that's just like, this is gonna sound so fucking corpo, but like a brand that is committed to fun.
Yeah, no, 100% though. You're correct. Like I might shed a tear if in my lifetime Hot Wheels shuts down for one reason or another.
I can't imagine it will.
To the point that like if I one day am making money, like good money, and want to like start collecting something, I might collect Hot Wheels.
That's not a bad one.
I like them.
Hot Wheels and Matchboxes or something. Have a bunch of real races and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
I'm here to tell you, don't collect Legos.
No, Legos are hella expensive.
I will never forget being in New York and going into the Lego store and being like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's a Millennium Falcon. Holy shit, that's $750.
Yep.
Wow. Baffled.
But these days we have like Minecraft and Luanti and Roblox and all that. We can build Legos without even needing real Legos.
Dude, speaking of Legos, I'm watching Josh Strive Hayes the other day and one of his MMO, worst MMO evers. And
oh, you showed me the one, I think it was him, of New World, and that was some of the funniest shit I'd ever seen. Just because I knew some of those stories, but having them all back to back to back like that and being like, and then 2 months later, the economy crashed again.
So he's very entertaining in the way that he does things.
Yes.
And he was doing this, he was making a joke about, like, he'd be like, oh, the wife, am I right, guys? Anyway, and then he was doing that throughout the episode, and then he did it once and he goes, my wife is divorcing me, actually, we're going into court. And so it progresses like that, and he gets towards the end and he goes, like your wife, am I right, guys? We got divorced. She took half of everything, including my Lego sets. And not that she took half of my sets, she took half of each of my Lego sets. She took half the bricks of each of my Lego sets. I'm like, oh, that'd be brutal.
You got a fucking Starship Enterprise that's just one nacelle in a semicircle.
So Forza's been fun. The only other game that I have to comment on is that I put a needle into my arm that is called... So I watched Dropped Frames. You've heard me mention it before, and I'm just like, these guys keep talking about this game, and it makes it sound really fun, and I'm like, fuck, I really like games like this. I'm going to check it out. So I bought Path of Exile 2.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that is another game you can put 200 hours into for sure.
Yeah, dude. So Path of Exile 2 is still in early access, and once it comes out of early access, it will be free to play, right? So I'm basically paying to get into early access, but I was like, I want to check it out.
How much is it, by the way?
That is a good question. I think I caught it on sale.
Actually, I have the Steam store open right now. I can look it up.
It's $29.99 for the just basic
$29.99, yeah.
Basic pack that gets you early access into playing.
And then they have like supporter tiers as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and in the game, and I mean on the Steam page too, it shows you like what you unlock for each of the things. Like the Blood Reaver, Eternal Blood Reaver one's really cool, but I'm not spending $90 to look cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand people that do, because like the guys from from Drop Frames, they make good streamer money, so they get stuff like that because their chat's like, fuck yeah, we want to see you look cool. Here's money. Look cool. So, but man, when I tell you that this game is like Diablo 4-esque, but with like Dark Souls, like...
It's like Diablo mixed with Diablo.
Yeah, it's like Diablo mixed with Diablo. And I was like, Diablo... I'll say it's like Diablo 2, because people might have their thoughts about 3 and 4, but it's like that Diablo style, but with like a Dark Souls-y... Fucking enemies and bosses will fuck you up if you do not pay attention and dodge and plan accordingly. For instance, I beat Act 1 the other night, and the Act 1 boss took me like 7 tries. And it wasn't until I realized that he was calling things out and then doing a move, and I'm like, motherfucker. Okay, so then I had to go into my MMO brain and be like, listen for call outs. God, I don't know how many times I've heard that doing raids and shit. So it's like...
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, I know. And then when I did that, I died one more time and then tried it again and was able to take him down with relative ease because I was able to move out of the fucking move that he was just draining my health with. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm running Barbarian or Warrior, whatever it's. I think it's Warrior. And it's early access. Like I'm using a 2-handed club and a one-handed mace in my offhand because they haven't added in axes and swords yet.
I'm out there listening to Mace at the 2-handed club.
Old Mace Windu?
No, Mace with a $sign where the S should go.
Marseille.
Yeah, it's a rapper from 25 years ago, man. Let me act cool.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke about the two wrestlers who were Mace and Mansoor.
Oh, no, I did actually forget about those. No, I meant the rapper.
I got you.
I think he was like a contemporary of Ludacris or some shit. I don't know.
Luda? But yeah, so Path of Exile 2 has been fantastic. I've been sinking a bunch of time into it. I think I'm gonna try out some of the other classes. The newest class that they have added is Druid. So I'll probably give that a try at some time. But yeah, I
think I'd like to try geometry if I had to pick a class.
Well, you'll probably get a better grade in it than I did. But that's what I've been up to. Other than that, work stuff. I made some pulled pork the other night. You just slapped your mama.
Hell yeah.
So
Well, since the person that I was going to ask what they're doing up next, got up and walked away. I will say that one thing about Path of Exile 2 that I have enjoyed is over Diablo 4. So playing Diablo 4, that game is grimdark to like a super extent. To whereas the biomes that I've run into in PoE 2 have been different. Like there's some grimdark looking areas, but then they're also like in this other area where there's actually grass and things like that. Whereas Diablo 4 is very dark.
yeah,
I kind of part and parcel with the genre, I feel like, though. Even the games we've played that are kind of Diablo-likes, like
Grim Dawn.
V Rising and Grim Dawn, they're all very grim games as well.
Yeah, it's true. And then one day we can go to the ultimate grimdark Diablo-like game and we'll play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor.
Oh, okay.
Which is a 40k Diablo-style game.
There are so many fucking Warhammer games, and I keep forgetting about all but, like, whatever the last two I heard about were.
Right.
Like, my brain keeps a slot open for Bolt Gun, and then another slot for the last one I heard about.
Which is probably Space Marine or something.
Very likely, yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, I'm hyped about Total War 40k.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40k. That's going to be cool as fuck.
Total Warhammer.
Total Warhammer. Willie, what have you been up to, man?
So before we started streaming, actually, recording, about an hour beforehand, Mick over here actually bought me a game that he thought I'd be interested in as a gift, and I decided to try it out, and I streamed it to you guys beforehand. It's called, let me double check the name, because I am not very good at the name of this game. Gambonanza, right. And it is, I mean, you can't describe it more elegantly than he did when he gave it to me, which is, hey, would you be interested in playing Chess Balatro?
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that literally, like, the gambit mechanic is very similar to Joker's and Balatro. It's a lot of fun. Like, I streamed it to these guys for about an hour, and it was all one game because I was doing really good until I inexplicably flubbed on the last stage.
It was so fascinating to see because I'm not a chess player. I'm just playing this game as a kind of a way to learn how the pieces work and all that. Not that I'm going to ever play real chess, but this is kind of a way to get like my foot in the door. And then I gift it to you and I'm watching you play, and now I'm seeing like someone who actually knows the chess game and actually knows how the pieces work, figuring out how to strategize each of the boards. And you freaking killed it, man. Like I feel
I was
like
surprised I got as far as I did.
I feel like anybody who has like a good chance of how to actually play chess is just going to kick ass at this game.
So, I don't know much about chess, so I don't want to sound like a tool, but I know that the pieces fit because I watched them fall away.
They do occasionally fall away, though. If you go like 6 turns without a capture, the board starts crumbling.
Yeah, I thought about that joke watching you play as they were falling
Nice.
down.
I like that.
I was like, I know the pieces fit.
That joke should have
For
stayed
schism, dude.
in your head.
Yeah, you sounded like a real tool just now.
Yeah, seriously.
God, if only I could draw a perfect circle.
Letter Alice. I don't know.
Lucifer!
So, let's see. But yeah, that game was really fun. I don't know how much it cost him because he just bought it for me as a gift out of the blue, and I actually never heard of it. Like, when he said, Balatro meets chess, I was thinking Shotgun King the Final Checkmate, which I talked about probably on the show about 1.5 years ago. But this is a completely different game. It is more directly Balatro-like, whereas Shotgun King is a little bit more roguelike-y.
I mean, this feels roguelike-y too, but in the sense that Balatro is roguelike-y.
Yeah. It was really interesting. It was a lot of fun to play. Like, you can exercise your chess tactics while also managing, your what you have in your stuff, because like if you lose a piece, that piece is gone. So you don't always want to be making trades stuff, because eventually you'll trade all your shit off and you just won't have enough for the next board. And there are 5 stages with 5 games per stage. But like I like when you get to the end of a stage, you even get a boss, and like their names are like based on real chess players, but like as jokes. Like there was a Judith Polgeisha, who was like a geisha girl, but themed after Judith Polgar. And there was what was the Magnus guy? There was like
it's like Mechanicus.
Magnus Bot, Mechanicus Carlson or something like that. Yeah, Mecha Magnus, something like that. Mecha
High.
Mecha Jaime Ho. Yeah, but it was that's just a really fun. I liked the art of the bosses too. They reminded me a little bit of like Undertale bosses in that they had like a lot of little moving parts kind of going separately from the main head and stuff. It looked really cool. So that was fun. As far as birds go, I haven't been doing that much bird watching this week, but I did catch 2 of the birds that I thought I was going to catch my first week doing it. Finally got a mourning dove and a northern cardinal in the same location, actually. The dove came by to basically clean up stuff that the cardinal missed.
Huh. I actually thought of you the other day because we were in my brother's backyard. We were on the deck. The kids were playing, and we were just kind of sitting around, just enjoying the weather. And a blue jay flew into one of his trees, like right by the deck.
Nice.
And we're looking and we're like, oh, that's a blue jay. I tried to take a picture and send it to you. I ended up failing at that task.
It is so hard to take a picture of a bird on a camera phone, it turns out. Like, I didn't appreciate that until trying myself.
Yeah, and one thing apparently I learned about blue jays is that they're kind of fucking assholes.
that is true.
Oh, blue jays?
They are known to be really
notoriously douchebags, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
territorial
weird.
And they're smart, too.
Which is weird considering how gorgeous they are, but yeah, they'll fuck you up.
So here's the thing about birds that I've always found fascinating, is that female birds typically are very dull looking. It's the male birds that are like these big, beautiful colors. Like, look at it, peacocks is a great example, or also cardinals. Like you said.
Those were the 2 examples I was going to bring up when you said that.
You see these beautiful male birds with this plumage that is just incredible, and you see the females. And I'm not taking any away from the females, but they're not nearly as extravagant looking.
Right, they're more drab. They're more built for camouflage instead of showing
off. For hiding and keeping, exactly. And so the males, just the fact that they're so beautiful, like if that just does not explain the 80s to you, then I don't know what else to say. But I love...
You see a peacock and you're like, that's Ricky Six.
I just really like... seeing really pretty birds. Like that's one of my favorite things to do at the Jacksonville Zoo is to take the walk through the aviary and just go check it all out in there, man, and just hope I don't get shit on, because they will shit on you in that aviary. They warn you when they're walking.
They got them tropical birds?
Oh, there's all kinds of birds in there, and there are tropical birds, but like you're walking through, you are in their area, so they're flying around. There's nests. There's fucking ducks walking across the path. You got to wait for them to walk across and shit like that. And it's one of those things that there's 2 doors. So you're not allowed to open that second door until that first door is shut, and like vice versa and all that.
Oh, an airlock.
Not necessarily. Well, it works like an airlock, but not. No one's gonna get decompressed and fucking explode.
That's what you think. Wait till a goose tries to fuck with them.
but yeah, basically it's just the protection to keep the birds in. But it's one of my favorite areas of the zoo.
That's really nice. I like that a lot. And I love when zoos have just like wild like peacocks and ducks running around the whole place. Just no, I don't even know if they're a part of the zoo. They're just kind of there.
I was just about to say there is a area that's got like where you can read the thing for peacocks. They're almost never there, but you'll find them somewhere in the zoo just wandering around. That like they keep
just
them
out there doing that cool thing.
Yeah, they keep them in like so they're not like wandering into the gorilla exhibit and getting fucking annihilated. But
Peacock Harambe, no!
In their area, though, they just wander around. Now, like, the cassowary, that bitch behind a fence.
No, you keep that bitch behind a fence. That's a dinosaur.
That is a goddamn dinosaur. Dude, speaking of, that Australian bustard that I sent you the vocal thing of.
Yes!
If that's not a fucking dinosaur roar.
That was crazy.
I don't know what. That right there proved to me, oh yeah, dinosaurs were birds. I can totally see it now.
That was some Jurassic Park sounding shit.
It really was. I'm thinking to myself, like, so for the T-Rex, they did a lion, an elephant, and something else and like mushed it together. They could have just taken that motherfucker, threw a little distortion on it, and it'd have been fine.
I do have a huge fondness for the T-Rex roar from Jurassic Park, though, because when I was much younger, I used to use an FTP client called FileZilla. Oh, and whenever you would finish an upload or download, it would play that T-Rex roar. And it was beautiful. It's stuck in my brain because of that.
Also, one of my favorite facts, and this ties into the Tool joke, as far as I know, I've never actually like looked into this, but I'm pretty sure Adam Jones, the guitar player from Tool, is a special effects artist, and he made the T-Rex head for the scenes where it was just the head coming down and doing stuff. Like, he made that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize, but that's what I always heard.
Maybe it'd be funny if it was two people with similar names, because that's a common enough name. In fact, actually, the other day I was doing like a quiz on video game music, and one of the games listed it was like a really famous game that I completely forgot because I'm stupid, but it listed the composer as Sean Murray, and I'm like, that can't. And I scrolled down to the comments, and someone was like, exactly. Someone in the comments was like, not the Sean Murray from Hello Games, by the way, but that guy was pretty good too.
Before becoming the legend,
you got to think about. Sean Murray just has to be like one of the most common, like that is just a name made of two really common pieces of Irish names. So wherever Irish names are sold, that has to be a quite common name, right?
I pirate all my Irish names.
Oh yeah. He's on freaking the O'Donnell Bay.
So, before becoming the legendary guitarist for the progressive metal band Tool, Adam Jones worked in Hollywood as a professional sculptor and special effects designer. He worked at the acclaimed Stan Winston studio, where he helped sculpt, design, and create the iconic animatronic dinosaurs from the film Jurassic Park. Helped sculpt the full-size animatronic male bull T-Rex head and other sections of the iconic dinosaur, and fabricated and leading the animatronic production for the spitting Dilophosaurus scene.
Those were really good effects too.
So he's
I
like
loved those.
part of two of the best fucking things about Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact: if you ever seen any of those really weird fucking Tool music videos that are like claymation, that's all him.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So he really does know the pieces fit.
He does, and he has watched them fall away. And I'm sure went fuck when it happened.
That's what I usually do.
Claymation shit again. I think I'm out of things to announce this week, though. I've been pretty boring. Been kind of taking it easy. Mick, what you got for us?
Oh my god, I wish I was boring.
Yeah, so, you've been on it.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't on the last show, so I've got a lot to catch you up on. But there's just I have been fighting corporate America and by extension corporate Pakistan.
Yeah, okay. I know of this because I follow you on social media.
Well, that's what. Okay, we'll start with that story. Yeah, this one I actually took the socials. So I'm working on a video that actually revolves around the senior trip to Dave & Buster's that I chaperoned a couple weeks ago, because I'm looking around at the games at Dave & Buster's, and there's just a lot of them that you can kind of come close to emulating the experience at home. And so I wanted to do a video on that, like, what does it take to emulate the Dave & Buster's experience at home? And one of the games that I ended up playing with some of the kids at Dave & Buster's was Minecraft Dungeons Arcade. And to me, it was the coolest game in the entire arcade. Because every time you tapped your card and used up a token to play, it spit out a physical card. And then you took that physical card and you planted it on a reader, and it gave you the power-ups that were on that card. And you could stack the cards. So you could stack like a weapon card, an armor card, a pet card, and a class card. And it was melee weapon, ranged weapon, armor, and pet. Now you could stack those on top of each other, and those would be your power-ups throughout your run of the arcade. And then as you died and put in another quarter, it spit out another physical card, and then you basically use that as your loot that you were gathering. And so I have a bunch of these cards now, and I'm like, I'm going to use them as in part of my footage for this video. But I also needed to grab Minecraft Dungeons, because I want to show that, the original Minecraft Dungeons game has the same loot system without the cards, and it does have local multiplayer. And a lot of the locations that you visit in the arcade game are exactly the same as the ones that you visit in the home version. So I found it was actually cheaper for me to get a physical copy of the Ultimate Edition on Switch than it is for me to get the Ultimate Edition either on Steam or digitally on Nintendo. And I'm trying to keep this like a Switch 2 centric video because more people are going to have Switches than they are Steam Decks and ROG Allies and things like that. And so I order from GameStop. And I ordered another game from them that was delisted from EA called NBA Playgrounds 2 or something like that. Because there's an NBA Jam type game at Dave & Buster's.
It's Battlegrounds 2K, I think is what it's called.
Battlegrounds 2K. I have that one. They were good on. They sent me an actual copy with the artwork and all that. And that's a delisted game, so I was actually much happier that I got a physical copy of that intact just for the collection, if nothing else. But the Minecraft game comes in, and this is what they send.
I almost expect to see Sharpie written on the side of it to tell you what it is. Like,
oh no, it's got the GameStop tag, but you know what? Would have been fine had there been a game in it.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Oh man,
it looks so shit. It looks like you got fucked over at Blockbuster, dude.
Right?
Back in the day.
So I immediately hop in my car, drive 30 minutes to the closest GameStop because they're all fucking closing. And I walk in and, I bring the mailer, I bring the packing slip, I bring the order number. I mean, like everything that I need to process this return. I bring the box. Well, they won't take the return. Like, they outright refuse the return.
Why?
Manager, and here's the thing. I worked at GameStop for a good chunk of time. We would always take back games if the warehouse fucked up the packaging. And I had the mailer that proved that it came direct from the Texas warehouse. I think they call it the Rock. And so I knew that
the sock connection on the way. That was a joke for Willie. Continue. Sorry.
Okay.
It was. I appreciated it.
That makes one of us. And so anyway, I'm like, I bring everything knowing that, were I a game advisor, I would be returning this. And I knew that my boss, who's also one of my closest friends, I knew he would authorize the return. Like, so, but they refuse it. And the reason he refuses it is stupid as fuck. He says, if I take this empty box back from you and give your money back, that's a loss for my store. And then I have to explain that inventory loss. I mean, okay, the inventory loss was the warehouse sent him an empty box and I had to eat up the return. And so another thing that I used to do, if I couldn't resolve an issue with on my end at the store level, we had an employee customer service line that we could call. And that would route us to an employee-only customer service center. And then we, as the store representatives, would explain the issue on behalf of the customer, and they would give us store-specific or insider-specific information to resolve the issue. Guy wouldn't even do that. He's like, you have to call customer service yourself. I'm like, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, dude, listen, I've worked for this company before. The regular customer service line is a joke. I'm like, the employee customer service line is going to help resolve the issue quicker. And he completely brushes me off. And he's just like, we can't do anything for you. You have to call the customer service line. Get pissed, go home, call the customer service line. They basically say, well, we'll launch an investigation into the issue. I'm like, okay. About 5 days later, I get an email. We have denied your request for refund because the package weight that you accepted is equal to the package weight that we shipped. Please contact the shipper for a refund.
Pardon. There ain't no goddamn way that a Switch cartridge weighs like anything.
Yeah.
It weighs an ounce.
I wouldn't say an ounce. I would say a couple grams.
The weight of an empty Switch box is the same as the weight of a Switch box with a game in it.
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
And I sent a picture of the box. I sent a picture of the mailer that shows it came from the Texas warehouse. The mailer was sealed. There is no way some FedEx person opened up my package, said, "Ooh, Minecraft Dungeons. I want that." And took it out of the box and sent it back and put it back in the mailer. Like, there is no way. The mailer was unfucking touched. So I'm like furious at this point. I call customer service again. They refuse to reopen the investigation. Once the and again, this is like someone from Pakistan. Once the investigation is closed, and they repeat the same information, circle jerk, like basically repeating the same information to get me to hang up.
Or to cuss at them so they can hang up on you.
What's that?
I said, or to cuss at them so they can hang up on you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Basically said, once an investigation is closed, we cannot reopen it. I'm like, shit, you can't reopen it. And so finally it gets to the point where, like, I just request escalation. And they escalate me to a voicemail box. Leave my...
escalated your case to the circular file.
Yep. So that's when I finally just like took the shit to socials. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, if I have any influence at all as a content creator, I'm going to tell as many people who are willing to listen to not shop at this fucking company anymore. And so one of the replies, I think it ended up being on Threads, one of the guys was like, do a chargeback. And of course, my friggin' tired ass, like, I didn't even think that was an option. You're right. Let me do a chargeback. So thankfully I had bought this through PayPal.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
What's that?
They're great. PayPal's great about shit like that.
So I opened up the dispute. I typed in exactly what happened. And at this point, I have like the box. I have the mailer. I have the emails from GameStop. Because I also angry replied to the emails and got circle jerked there as well. Because they just repeated the same stuff over and over again. And so I just uploaded all that shit to PayPal. 3 days later, we have closed this investigation in your favor and have deposited the money in your PayPal account.
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully you get your fucking Minecraft at some point.
So that's...
what about your video?
That's the fucking funny part. Is throughout all of this, I just happened to stop at a Walmart near me because I wanted to pick up the Switch 2 copy of Rebirth, because I had already beaten Remake. Actually, before you guys recorded Jump King, I had beaten Remake. And so I went to go pick...
That is true. You kept us updated on that. You played the shit out of that game.
I did. And then after you recorded Jump King, I played Jump King.
Yeah, you fuck. You absolute fuck.
Yeah, fuck this.
Oh, it's kind of funny. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Jump King, 7 out of 10. My official rating.
That's not bad.
Far higher than I thought.
Better than I would have thought. Yeah, exactly.
When I first watched you play that game, and it was 5 minutes, and then Alt F4. You ready to record?
And then Willie watched me play that game, and it was a very different experience.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, you're
was he
actually
not laughing.
I mean, he was actually in the drain and stuff, like about as far as you got. Even
I think I got one screen above Dalton.
That's possible. Yeah.
There's one jump in the drain that I just can't figure out quite yet. But the funny part is that I can get to the drain fairly quickly now.
Yeah, that's the wild thing about that game is like you can get back to where you were so quick once you've kind of like mentally solved it, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, I have now purchased this game on 3 different platforms. I bought it on Steam. Well, I was gifted it on Steam, I should say. Because Nate gifted it to all of us. So I have it on Steam.
Yeah.
I have it on Play Store. And because I was sending you guys pictures of me playing it on these, like, kind of obscure Android handhelds, like the iNeo DMG, which looks like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that. That was a cute looking box.
And now, earlier...
Dalton, why are you... Shut your mouth, Dalton.
Earlier today, I bought it on Switch eShop, too, because I wanted it on there as well. Oh, yeah. So,
that does seem like
I've been gifted this game, and then I've bought it twice over. One thing I will say about the Android version, though, the Android version is free to start, and you could do one of 3 things, because they implemented a heart system, and every time you face plant, it costs you a heart.
I don't like that.
And it gets to a point where like you can either buy more hearts for like $1, or you could give them like a one-time charge of $10. And they'll unlock, quote-unquote, infinite hearts. So it basically unlocks the full game for you. I don't like it either. And it's got very poor reviews on the Play Store because of that mechanic. You can almost explain it away because you're paying $9 for the full game, which is how much it probably costs on Steam and everything anyways. But yeah, they're advertising as a free-to-play game, and then like they're using a stamina system, and there's really, I think only time replenishes those hearts otherwise. So I couldn't imagine enjoying this game at all if every time you face planted, you got close to not being able to play the game ever again.
Yeah, that would completely suck the joy out of it immediately for me.
Yeah.
That, and you can't jump straight up in the Android version. There's either a jump left or a jump right. And one of the things that I would do on the Steam version, I would jump straight up to see if I can suss out the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense.
I did that a lot too.
Yeah, I definitely did that towards the end of the game, especially.
But yeah, I ended up. I pivoted a little bit, but yeah, I ended up.
Oh, hold on, because I know you're talking about Walmart, and there's one thing I wanted to bring up while we're on Walmart. I talked about this before, and it still holds true today. Any Walmart around me, and I would beg to say any Walmart in the country of the United States, great gaming section usually for consoles. Go look at the PC game section.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Here's what you will find. You will find Grand Theft Auto 5. You will find The Sims 4. You will find casino games.
I was going to say a bunch of boxed roulette and solitaire games, for sure.
You will find like 5-in-1 hidden object games. And you will probably find like Civ 6 or Civ 5. Like there's always like one random outlier. But you will everyone, I saw a lot of them working for Coca-Cola, and I always went and looked. Grand Theft Auto 5, Sims 4, casino games, solitaire games like you're talking about, and point and click like hidden object style games in every single, and usually the same kind. Baffling to me. I'm like, dude, they just gave up on PC games. But I guess physical PC media is almost dead at this point.
I was gonna say, we don't have physical PC games in our Walmart anymore. We're actually getting like graphics cards and hard drives and like mechanical keyboards. Like they're starting to like try to compete with Best Buy a little bit in that regard. The last time I saw physical games at my Walmart, it wasn't any of that shit, believe it or not. It was like World of Warcraft and Diablo battle chests.
Oh, yeah, it was like World of Warcraft and the expansions for some reason, too. Yeah. Do they even sell those separately?
No,
if
not
you don't
anymore.
go to Walmart? Like, can't you just download that shit?
Well, now you can, yeah. And I think they still have like download codes and stuff like that, or they put Steam gift cards. But yeah, I don't see that anymore. But what I did see, in addition to my copy of Rebirth, they had an unopened brand new copy of Minecraft Dungeons Ultimate Edition for Nintendo Switch for $5 less than what I paid GameStop.
Ha! Good guys sometimes win.
Thanks, Sam Walton.
So I got my money back, and I got my Minecraft copy.
And you got $5 extra that you could spend on, I don't know, buying yourself a chess game.
Another thing that I did.
I'm actually looking at two unopened PC games that I got from Walmart. One being SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The other one that I got was the one game that I got from G2A that got yoinked from my account for having a problem, and that is Biomutant.
Okay.
And I have not played either of those games because I do not have a disc drive in this beast, but I have learned that USB disc drives exist now.
Yes.
Oh.
I have one.
You know what? That makes a ton of sense, because back when I was like a 90s laptop user, you wouldn't have like a disk drive built in your laptop, but you'd have like a PCMCIA card that would plug into it with a disk drive on it. And I imagine USB is just the modern version of things like PCMCIA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember having laptops that had the disk drives built into it. I remember accidentally bumping the button and then it'd kick out the drive.
I just think it'd be fun.
Also, incidentally, PCMCIA had my favorite joke acronym explanation for it ever. People would say it was short for People Can't Memorize Computer Industry Acronyms. And much like Kill Motherfucking Depeche Mode, that's how I remembered the actual letters.
That's funny.
But I thought it'd be fun, like if we ever did SpongeBob or something, that I would play the physical version of the PC, because who the fuck can say that these days? Anyways,
Nate streamed SpongeBob for his channel, and it looked like a lot of fun back when he was Twitch streaming.
Yeah. Continue, Mick.
Oh, So another story I have to share with everybody is I was without internet for a whole week. So
Yeah.
I come home from work last Tuesday, and I see a whole bunch of Frontier trucks in front of the house. And immediately in my head, the whole Michael Scott meme started like, oh my God, it's happening. It's here. It's happening. I've been waiting for freaking years for Frontier Fiber to come to my street so I can drop Xfinity like a bad habit.
Ah.
And so the second I see that, I walk in the house, I get an email. Fiber's finally in your area. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's what those trucks were here for.
LFG, bro.
So I immediately call them and set up an install appointment. The install appointment is set for Monday. I call on a Tuesday. So like the next Monday of the week. The Monday of the next week. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm sorry, the way you said that last bit. The Monday the next week. The week next Monday. That sounded so much like the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Yeah.
So anyway, go about my life, because I know, like, okay, well, I'll have Xfinity until Monday, and no big deal, right? They'll just come, they'll do the install, whatever. So, the next day, Wednesday, I get a text saying that they're going to be doing some pre-field work, which probably means that they're just running wires to the house. So, like, okay, no big deal. Come home, and I see a fiber optic cable just coiled up next to the house. And I'm like, okay, they came and they ran the line to the house, which means that, like, when they come to do the install, the line's already there. They just have to run it into the house and do what they gotta do. Walk in the house. I have no fucking internet. And I'm like, son of a bitch. They probably bumped something underground when they were running the line and they knocked out my current internet. So I call Xfinity. So I'm like, well, I need internet, so I might as well have them get someone down here to fix it. Xfinity doesn't have an appointment until the next Tuesday, which is the
Not helpful.
Which is the day after Frontier is supposed to come and install the internet. And I'm like, fuck you, mother. I'm like, and so I get mad. I'm like, you're really gonna leave me without internet for a whole week? And they're like, again, talking to people from Pakistan, that's our only appointment. So I hung up on the guy. I'm like, you're useless. Goodbye. So I'm like, all right. I call my wife, and she's livid with me, blaming it all on me for, like, changing the internet to begin with. And in the meantime, I'm thinking, like, even if we didn't sign up, they still would have been down there working on the wires, and they still would have fucked it up. So I'm like, all right, we got to figure out how to survive. I'm like, he needs certain things to get to bed. He needs like just shit's gotta work.
Yeah, totally.
So I order this this Netgear 5G hotspot. And I'm like, all right, I can probably set up an eSIM to work with my network, and I can at least get a couple of devices hooked up. The reason I thought of that idea is because this whole fucking time, my iPhone is just failing miserably as a hotspot. It's like it's not doing anything. I can barely use it with data, like just regular
that would have
data.
been the first thing I thought of too.
Yeah.
Was trying to run your phone as a hotspot.
But I could barely use it just like as a phone, like as a regular phone.
Oh.
And I have this other phone on like a whole different service plan that I got at CES, the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And I run that in a Google Fi plan just to have it as a backup. And that thing is running like a freaking champ. So I was kind of hotspotting off of that. So I'm like, well, let me get a dedicated hotspot and connect it to that second line. So that way we can at least get a couple things connected in the house to get us through the weekend. And I get it, and I start setting it up, and it says it has an eSIM in it. So I'm like, okay, let me use the eSIM. Well, Google Fi goes to show me how to set up the eSIM, and it says scan the QR code. I'm like, it doesn't have a camera. It's a hotspot device.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me call them. Again, I end up talking to people from India, Pakistan. They say it's not possible. Nothing is ever possible. Nothing can ever be done. They're like, we have to mail you a physical SIM. Fine. When can you get me a physical SIM? 5 to 10 business days.
Not helpful.
Oof.
So in order to get through the weekend, I end up going on the Netgear app itself, and I had to spend I spent $40 to buy a 20 gigabyte hotspot plan, through Netgear, and that got us a couple days. And so the physical sim also ended up getting stuck in UPS hell, because for some stupid reason, when Google mailed out this tiny envelope, they put signature required. And the UPS guy, who always shows up at my house after I get home from work, decides he's going to do his job differently and start showing up in the morning.
Bro, did you break a mirror recently?
Oh, it gets worse. It gets fucking...
I was going to say, did you eat a wizard's familiar or something?
I don't know what I
Did you find a monkey's paw and made the wrong choice?
That might be the one.
Did you piss a genie off?
Also, possibly that. Oh, don't worry. It gets worse. Because I end up calling these companies daily at this point. And I mostly am dealing with Frontier because they're the ones who fucked up the line. So I'm like, can you at least get a technician here earlier to finish the install? Because you've left us with no internet whatsoever. And every time I call them, oh, we'll escalate this to our technicians. Oh, we'll escalate this to our technicians. Oh, and that's what they keep saying. I've escalated this. Nothing had ever changed, during this whole time. I actually went to that day that I went to pick up Rebirth, and I found that copy of Minecraft. I get approached by a Frontier guy. Oh, hey, good afternoon, sir. How you doing? Quick question for you. What do you have for your internet service? And I give him this fucking look. And I'm like, sir, do I have a story for you? It was this first fucking kid's day on the job. And I want to say, I think I almost made him cry.
You are the bananas lady.
What's the bananas lady?
When I first started working at Harvey's, I had two old ladies come through the thing, and I was a bagger, fresh on the job. Yeah. And she said she wanted double paper bags. You got it. Double paper. So filled them up. Had this on her last bag, she had a water bottle and a thing of bananas left. And I set them on top of the bag. So I put the water bottle down, and then I set the bananas down, kind of leaning on the water bottle, and I put it in her buggy, and this woman proceeds to go, "He put the bananas in a bag with other stuff. They're gonna get smashed. Oh my..." And proceeds to take the bag. Now, I'm being exaggerating calling you banana lady. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. That's just me picking on you. But she takes the bag out of the cart, sets it on the floor, and begins to unbag it on the floor. And my manager, Anthony, comes out and just looks because he heard her screaming. And then he looks at me, and I'm like, I don't know. And, yeah, that's Banana Lady, dude. This is funny. You're talking about giving this kid a horror story first, but that was my first day at Harvey's.
I was the thing, and I knew it wasn't his fault, so I wasn't yelling at the guy. But I was just like, at this point, I was just like, you ask me what I'm using for my internet service? My answer right now is nothing. I have nothing.
I'm using a telegraph.
I'm using a Netgear 5G router with 20 gigs of available data.
It's like a hooker going up to a eunuch and being like, "What can I do for you tonight?"
I mean, and he's like, let me get my supervisor on this. Even the guy's supervisor, in person, couldn't do anything about it.
I'll escalate this to a technician.
That's exactly what she did. Exactly what she fucking did. It's exactly what she fucking said. Okay.
I'll escalate this to a technician. It is now going through Azerbaijan, and we will get back to you on Tuesday.
I am picturing Mick in the Bill Burr bit where he grabs the person around the neck and he goes, "Who is it? Who do I have to fucking strangle? It's making me do extra shit." Talking about whoever created self-checkout.
Yeah.
And he's like, "So I'm just fucking strangling my way up the corporate ladder until I end up in this fucking eyes wide shut party where everybody's getting blown." And I walk in there and just start throwing fists. I just picture Mick going straight John Wick on this company.
John Mick!
John Mick!
Or
It writes itself.
Go, bro!
Bro,
we did it!
We're going to be on Sci-Fi Channel in no time. I got an idea.
Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Dude, put the piece away, man. They're calling the cops, man. So it's like you can't make this shit up. So we make it to Sunday, right? Now at this point, I ended up reneging and putting in the repair order with Xfinity. And I said to my wife, I said, it's a race at this point. Whichever of these two companies shows up and gives us internet, they're the ones we're paying for. So I'm like, and so not even a minute after these words come out of my mouth, I get a text from Frontier. We are still completing outside work in your area. We will reach out to you with a rescheduled installation date.
Oh, God. Bro, you got Karen'd like 100%. They were like, all right, this guy. It's like when you go to the doctor and they write something in your folder and they're like, what are you writing? Don't worry about it. They were like, no, we're going to knock him down a peg or two. And I feel for you, dog, because I've been there.
It's like when the DM rolls a d20 behind the screen and just starts laughing.
Exactly. And it's like, he could roll whatever he wants, but he's about to fuck you up regardless.
Thankfully, an hour later, we have completed work in your area and will continue with your scheduled appointment. Like, okay.
God. We just wanted to make it more stressful for you for a moment.
So I'm like, at that point, I'm thinking like, you know what? I'm done. I'm fucking done. I will go back to DVDs. I will go back to Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm fucking good.
This dude out here about to play Monopoly with his family like it's the 1420s.
Like I don't need a YouTube channel. I'm good. But Frontier did show up on Monday, and they got everything installed. It's working great. I was able to tell Comcast where to stick it. And so yeah. And throughout all this, I'm also like cursing out my iPhone for utterly failing at the one thing I needed it to do. And so like when the dust settled, I ended up walking out with not just new internet, but I bought a new Samsung phone. And I've had that for about 2 days, and I'm like, you know what? I like this a lot. It's been a champ. I haven't had any hiccups with the data. Screen is bigger. It's got a little pen, which I'm never going to use.
I don't know why that tickled me so much, but it sure did.
And at this point, like, it's just, I don't know. There is nothing that I'm missing on the Apple side that this phone cannot do. Like, the only thing it cannot do is FaceTime. And even then, there's other ways around it. But then, like, Apple would, like, bombard me with notifications, like, hourly for, like, just utter bullshit. It would almost be, like, anxiety-inducing having to clear all those notifications. Like, so I kind of set this up as, like, a complete clean slate thing. Like, when I backed up my picture, like, I kept all my pictures on iCloud. I only took, like, the last 5 years of pictures because most of them are my son. And I moved those to Google Photos. And I'm like, you know what? Everything else could just stay in iCloud. It's fine. It's not going anywhere. We still got to pay for the plan because my wife is still in the Apple ecosystem. My son is still in the Apple ecosystem. So it's fine. Like I deleted like 200 contacts.
Sheesh.
Wow.
And go ahead.
I don't know how much you use Google Drive and stuff like that, but it's more accessible on Android than it is on iPhone. And my mom and I both, because my mom keeps a lot of old pictures and stuff on Google Drive. We pay for like the 100 gigabytes of storage or something like that.
That's what I have. Yeah,
it's like $1 a month or something like that. It's stupid affordable. So I was just going to recommend, if you didn't know about that, I was going to recommend it to you. So.
Yeah, no, I have that.
Google Drive is pretty good.
Yeah, no, I have that. I had to get that, believe it or not, because when we were at CES, we had we had to share footage and pictures with each other. Shut the fuck up, Dalton. Like
I wasn't gonna say it.
The second I formed the sentence, I'm like, these fucking idiots.
I wasn't gonna say anything, man. I figured that you would dig that grave and form your mouth around D's nuts.
So Willie.
Me and Dalton ate nuts earlier today.
We did. I had nuts on my mouth not long ago.
It was pretty funny, actually. Dalton was making a D's nuts joke as I was setting up for the podcast, and I came up and showed him what was in my hand, which is a handful of Planters mixed nuts, and he just holds up a bottle of Planters, like, nuts, buddies!
I then reach off camera and grab a thing of Planters, like, yeah!
Yeah,
that was great. I loved it.
I'm the only one here not munching on D's nuts.
I'm so sorry that you're the only one of us who doesn't have nuts.
You don't got no nuts. I don't know. He's all dick, no balls.
All in all, you're just another dick with no balls.
So I just realized I've just been talking like half an hour worth of bullshit. So maybe we should probably talk about the game.
It was some good bullshit. I'm glad to get to know more about your life, man. I mean, a lot of it sounded stressful, but
I do have one more thing. So I'm going to see Weird Al next month.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
That'd be stupid. That'd be stupid.
And I've been listening to some Weird Al in the car, just to kind of get my mind ready for it. And there are a lot of Weird Al songs I have not heard.
Bro, when you told me that you had just discovered Poodle Hat, I was so happy for you. That's such an underrated Weird Al.
That's good. It's good. It's modern. It's a nice bridge between if you're like me and you grew up with Bad Hair Day and Running with Scissors, but then you didn't listen to as much afterwards. Like that one is it's still from your time, you know?
Yeah, no. I forget the one that. Oh, Pretty Fly for a Rabbi.
Fantastic.
Freaking had me dying.
Poodle Hat has Hardware Store, right?
Yeah.
That song's ridiculous. Constipated is
the complicated song.
Yeah.
Dude, I sent that one in the group chat and I was just like, I'm fucking dying right now.
So I don't think it was on that album because I think it was Lord wasn't around back then. The song that he did making fun of that song Royal.
Yeah.
Foil
is a lot like
Foil, yeah.
Is a lot like Constipation where it just keeps
it goes so many different places.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. They keep escalating it.
It escalates quickly. Yeah. Because literally that complicated song, he starts with being constipated. He ends up without a head. Like,
why'd I have to come and get myself decapitated? Yeah. Fantastic, dude. I love some of his obscure shit. Yeah.
And then Everything You Know Is Wrong.
That's absolutely one of my top favorites of his.
Oh, I'm starting to get into some of the freaking deep cuts, and I didn't even know that The Night Santa Went Crazy is a parody of Black Gold. I thought that was an original tune.
I think it's not like a direct parody. I think it's inspired.
I think it's a style parody because he does style parody sometimes too. But no, that opening riff is absolutely ripped from another song.
Yeah.
Mama, I'm Coming Home. It almost sounds like that.
It sounds so much like Mama, I'm Coming Home to me too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because the first time I heard Mama, I'm Coming Home after I heard Night Santa Went Crazy, I'm like, what the fuck is going on the rock station? Is this Weird Al?
Yeah. And suddenly Ozzy comes in and you're like, what?
I'm like, this isn't Weird Al, but it rips ass.
My first Weird Al, my parents got me back in the day. This will age me a little bit. I had a cassette tape of Owlapalooza.
Okay.
Wow, okay. That's the one with Jurassic Park on it, right?
Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. And it also...
I love that one, yeah.
No, I don't think it was Owlapalooza that had... I think it was Running with Scissors. No. God, it was one of my favorite songs by Weird Al. It's the... Say, do you remember that guy Larry next door? Yeah,
that's from Bad Hair Day. I remember Larry.
Always wasn't. Yeah, I remember Larry. I'll never forget about Larry. Because that's another song that just fucking escalates. Like Weird Al's great at that.
Oh yeah,
he's great at that. Yeah.
The ultimate prank he plays on Larry.
Say, do you remember that time I broke in Larry's house and I stuffed his mouth and gagged him with a rag?
and then one of his polka songs went on. And he's also just like, he just starts going like, my polka face. And I'm like, oh.
Yes.
Dude.
I think that one was Poodle Hat too, right?
Yes. That was on Poodle Hat, I believe.
I have to listen to more Poodle Hat because holy shit.
It's a pretty good one, man.
Yeah, it's a good album.
There's some banger songs in there that I've never heard before. And I've listened to Weird Al a lot.
Yeah. It was the first one I didn't buy on cassette tape growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like I had all the ones through that point. And then I listened to that later and I'm like, shit, yeah, this rules. Then Mandatory Fun is also quite excellent.
Did you gentlemen know the song Poker Face by Lady Gaga has an F word in it multiple times?
Yes.
And
yes, it's just very subtly done.
My favorite fact about it is that so many radio stations played it uncensored because it just sounds like she's just saying "Papa Poker Face, Papa Poker Face." And I have since listened to it. You listen close enough, it's absolutely Papa Poker Face, Fucker Face,
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that song's way hornier than I thought it was. I already knew it was a horny song. It's way hornier than I thought.
That I still can't believe that Rolling Stones song. I'll have to look up the song, but if I type the words I'm thinking of, I'll get it. Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. Like, you know how most of the time it's like, you make a grown man cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the fade out, he changes that after the first time to, you'll make a dead man come. And I've never heard that censored once.
That's awesome. That's like The Who.
Oh yeah, who the fuck are you?
Tell me, who the fuck are you?
That one eventually, I feel like they started getting around to censoring that one after 9/11 when they started cracking down on a bunch of random shit. But before then, I always heard that one uncensored too. And the Harmless Little Fuck from Jeremy by Pearl Jam. Yeah. Clearly I remember picking on the boy, seemed a harmless little fuck.
Oh
That one always just makes the radio.
It still does? Okay, I feel like they got rid of it for a little while, but I'm glad to hear it's back.
Korn, Freak on a Leash for a long time had that, a cheap fuck for me to lay.
Yeah.
That got away. Disturbed. Anytime David Draymond would just go, fuck. He just made it sound like he was saying at the beginning of it, and he got away with saying fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Like, was it Stupefy? Fuck.
Never reach
the
your
right
mind,
way.
motherfucker.
Fuck. Oh, God. Liberate.
That one.
They'd have censored that one.
Stupefy was an even better one, yeah. They did get around to censoring Liberate. They did, I think they made it Mother, kind of like Space.
You mother, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Space Lord, mother.
Yeah.
Space Lord, mother.
On that note, I gotta pee real quick, so
while you pee, we got some obligatory Wikipedia bullshit to get into.
Do some Boodia. I'm gonna do some Pedia.
Fuck, that was good.
So...
I'm so sad his headphones were off. I don't even think he heard me laugh. I really liked that one.
All right, man. So, Final Fantasy VII. This is gonna be the first episode. I'm gonna be like, Game Talk starts here at 1:54.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a 2020 action role-playing video game developed and published by Square Enix for the PlayStation 4. It is the first in a trilogy of remaking Final Fantasy VII from 1997, originally released for the PlayStation. An enhanced version, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, which is the version we all played, was released for PlayStation 5 and Windows in 2021, followed by ports for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Xbox Series X and S in 2026. Set in the dystopian cyberpunk metropolis of Midgar, players control the mercenary Cloud Strife. He joins Avalanche, an eco-terrorist group trying to stop the megacorporation Shinra from using the planet's life essence as an energy source. Gameplay combines real-time action with role-playing elements and overhaul of the original turn-based combat. This was announced in 2015 and then came out in 2020, and it's we talked about this a little bit off air. I was watching a review of this after I beat it, and the guy showed like 45 seconds or like a minute and a half or whatever of people reacting to when Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced, including that reaction in the room of the place when they announced it at E3 or whatever it was at. And the guy made the comment, yeah, I just showed you 90 seconds of a 10.5-hour compilation of people reacting to this game in case you need to know how much people love this fucking shit. But yeah, so Mick picked this, but he is draining the he's all, draining the snake, pinching the pickle, whatever you want to call it. So I won't get his first impressions yet or ask him why he picked it, but that's kind of a moot question with him. But Willie.
Yeah, that's me. That's the guy I am.
When you fired it up and you started playing this, what were your expectations and what was your first impression?
I'm going to be honest. Just firing it up, I didn't expect the Prelude theme song on the title screen to hit me as hard as it did. Like, the moment I just heard, like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm back.
Oh, the crystal
We're
theme.
Back.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought you were originally talking about the, like, when the title screen goes on, when the Final Fantasy VII shows up over Midgar.
Oh, that's a good one too, though, yeah.
Dude, that intro... really did a great job capturing the spirit of the original.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What else do I have for first impression? Oh, like you said, expectations. Like, I didn't know what to think about this. FF7 is always one I have mixed feelings about, where it's like, the further separated I am from it, the more I think, it's kind of overhyped or whatever. And then I get back to it, I'm like, you know what, though? It really is very, very, very good. And so immediately getting in there and starting the Juno Reactor mission, or Juno Reactor, right? Is that the first reactor?
Just Reactor 1.
Yeah, I think it's just the
Reactor 1.
Reactor 1.
Yeah, just doing the first reactor. I guess the Juno Reactor would have been in Juno, wouldn't it? The first reactor mission, like, it just felt like they did an awesome job of recreating the tension that you felt playing the original game while making everything feel like there's more of a real sense of place.
Quickly, when you brought up, the further you got away from it, the feelings that you had, I remember specifically me, you, and Nate having a conversation in our host chat being like, people are not going to like our fucking thoughts on this game because we all were going into it being like, this game's overrated. There have been Final Fantasies better since, yada, yada, yada. And while there have been better Final Fantasies since, and that part is true, depending on the person, let me throw it out there, that is, opinion-based, we were all like, fuck, this game's way better than we remember it being. So
It's like, imagine being Beethoven's fourth best symphony. Yeah, you're not Ode to Joy or whatever. You're still really fucking good compared to 99% of the shit out there,
Yeah, 100, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in there that I completely agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, because that is when you talked about us and Nate. That was when we did the original, or the 2013 version for the show earlier.
Yeah, the PC release, I believe.
Yeah,
something like that. All right, then. Well, Mick, now that you're back, this is a moot question, but why'd you pick it? What were your expectations going in the first time you played it, and what were your first impressions the first time you played it?
Well, I picked the game because it had been released for Switch 2 fairly recently, and I have been struggling for like a long time figuring out as to how I was going to play this trilogy with the understanding that I am just not tethered to my PS5 at all anymore. I've barely touched the thing ever. And so my first instinct was, being a handheld person, to use some type of handheld. Steam Deck, ROG Ally, whatever. None of them can run these games well. Remake is fine because it's a PS4 game at heart. Rebirth, on the other hand, it looks like dog water on the Steam Deck. It looks like dog water on the Ally. There are handhelds now that are getting close to have a good experience, but it tanks the battery life. And so not only, had Remake recently come out for the Switch 2, but Rebirth was announced with a June 3rd release date, which I figured would take us to past, like, the game, like Rebirth would come out before we recorded for Remake. So I'm like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go through Remake on the Switch 2, which to me I feel like is the equivalent of like booting up, like starting a new game of Final Fantasy VII, because you're starting in that Midgar area, and then Rebirth takes you outside of that and takes you to a good chunk of the rest of the world. So I knew for me that this was going to be a seamless transition. I was going to play Remake on the Switch 2, and by time I was done with Remake, Rebirth was going to be out, and I'd be able to just seamlessly move to that. And I have. That's exactly what I've done. Like, I'm playing Rebirth now as we speak. But my first impressions of this game were not of playing it for the show. They were back when it was originally released for the PS4. And I remember playing through like the Midgar mission or the Reactor 1 mission, having that same sense of nostalgia, the jumping off the train, the fighting those guards initially for the first time. The music for this game is very well done.
Yes.
And that's considering you have Final Fantasy VII standards already as far as composing goes. And they didn't just maintain, they enhanced.
There's so much more incidental music and stuff in this game. Like, the soundtrack is insane.
To the point where, like, even when you're in that first reactor mission, you're not hearing, what the frick is the name of it? The something battle?
Penis.
Still More Fighting?
Not Those Who Fight Further, because that's the boss music.
Still More Fighting, right?
No, I don't think it's Still More Fighting. What the fuck is it called now? It's gonna drive me nuts. The decisive battle. There we go.
Decisive battle.
The decisive battle. God, why? Oh, I don't know why I blanked on that. So, like you're spending that whole reactor mission, expecting that song, and then you're expecting Those Who Fight Further. I hope I'm getting these song titles right. Because I'm almost thinking Those Who Fight Further is 8.
That's what I think too. That's why I'm googling that, just to make sure you don't feel silly.
That's Laguna's song. God,
but
wait.
While we're talking about 8, I was gonna say, and it might have been the fact that Laguna's song is called like Machine Gun Man.
The man with the machine gun.
Yeah,
so yeah, I think
Those
Who Fight Further is the 7 boss music then.
Well,
Those Who Fight Further is the same song as
the man with the machine gun is the best battle music that's ever been in a Final Fantasy game.
Fucking ever.
It's pretty fucking dope.
So good.
I'm not going to agree that it's the best, but only because my favorite is Battle on the Big Bridge. But after that, yeah.
We're very poorly trying to harmonize different parts of that song.
Because you have the same delay, it actually sounded good on my end.
Yeah. But anyway, you don't even hear those iconic songs until like way after.
It really takes a long time to bring the boss fight music. Like, it hints at the original fighting music sometimes.
The boss fight music doesn't hit until Sector 5.
I think after Ahmed in the game.
Yeah, it doesn't hit until Sector 5.
The Crab Warden, right?
Airbuster.
No? Airbuster. Okay, I'm not there then.
Yeah, you're not there. The Airbuster's the first time you hear it, which is fitting because that's the first wall. That's the first skill check in the original game is the Airbuster.
Let me just quickly give my first thought, and then we can just roll into game chat because that's where y'all are headed. So when I popped in and loaded it up the first time, it was when I first got this when it first came out on PC, so a while back. I thought it was very pretty, but I was like not in the mood to play it at the moment, so I was like, I checked it out. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'll come back to this, and then I never did. And then I came back for this, and I still think it's very pretty, and the music's killer. I have thoughts, and that is my first impression.
Oh, so I wasn't done.
All right.
No, but I know that you can go on, and yours will probably lead into a million other things about the game. So,
very, very possibly. But I was gonna say I hated this game at first. I feel like that's a trend with me. Yeah, because
it kind of is. It kind of is me.
But I'm like, how did they cram 4 hours of content into a 40-hour game? And I started to feel, and I guess I guess you're right. This is going to start to bleed into actual episode talk. I felt like a lot of the add-on stuff was tacked at first, and I actually put the game down for a good 6 months before I went back and restarted it and beat it for the first time, which I did on the PS4. And I've actually beaten this game a total of 3 times. I beat it on the PS4. I beat it on the PS5 when they did the remake Intergrade with the Yuffie thing, which I did not play for this episode. And then I beat it again on Switch 2. I do have a playthrough on Steam that I'm not going to finish now because I've moved on. But yeah, I went from thinking this game was like tacking way too much onto a 4-hour exposition to thinking this game actually made the exposition that much better because it gave Midgar 10 times more character than it had. And we'll talk in a little bit, I'm sure, about the ways in which it did that, but I don't see Midgar anymore as just a place you needed to get through to get out into the world. I see it as its own fleshed out world within a world now.
Like, did you ever care about the Sector 7 slums playing the original game, except for that's where you have to go back to get to 7th Heaven?
No. And even then, like...
No, never.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a place to me at all. It felt like a couple of screens in a game.
Well, that's what it was.
Yes, but it's still just in a game now. But now it does have a feeling of place and citizenry and everything to it.
And the fact that, like, in the early game, like, you don't just, like, go right to that next mission. You, like...
Yeah.
You get to meet the people who live there.
Do merc work, do quests for the locals. I liked that a lot, actually. I don't know why, but it much like with the Dalton, what were they called? The squad you play as in Trails. Bracers.
The Bracers.
Much like the Bracers, I really enjoyed just doing missions to help people for a fee, you know?
Yeah.
I wanna give a shout out to the one shop guy. If you go talk to him before you've done some stuff, he's just basically like, get out of here, pussy, I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
The weapon shop guy fucking does not have any time for your shit.
And then after a little bit, he's like, I just get so worked up. I'm sorry, man.
In fact, I think it would be awesome if everyone saw a badass like you using our weapons.
Yeah.
Here's a sword that you're going to use until the literal end of the game. Here you go.
And that's another thing, too, is like, I really enjoyed the fact that Cloud didn't have to have the Buster Sword the whole time, but if you wanted him to, you could.
Yeah, because the Buster Sword didn't have the huge limitation it had in the original, which is, I think, in the original FF7, Buster Sword couldn't level up materia.
No, it could. It just had very low. I think it was very low.
I thought it had like 0 AP on it, and you had to get in like another weapon before you could level it up.
No,
I might be thinking of the ultimate weapons had 0.
The ultimate weapons had 0. No, the Buster Sword, like all the starting. Well, in the original, you can only have the starting weapons on all the characters and starting armor. Like they literally trap you into being weak on purpose. And so what just ends up happening is that your materia does not level up until you leave Midgar. Whereas in this game, like, you actually have the opportunity to make builds and go materia hunting and you actually meet Chad. We could talk about Chadley in a minute.
I like Chadley.
Do you mean the little lad who's like, I have a new materia for you?
Yes. I'm not a fan of him.
He also loves berries and cream.
He's a little lad who loves berries and cream.
I'm not a fan. Anyway, I don't want to. I could talk about this game forever. I'm more curious to hear what you guys thought about it.
When you mentioned builds, I think one thing that's really interesting too is the weapons have like their own like experience levels and stuff, so you can kind of sphere grid your way through the weapons and make them stronger. And I thought that was a really cool addition to it because, again, weapons don't feel obsolete immediately. You can make them stronger for quite a while.
And if you don't want to mess with that, you can just set it to auto level.
Yeah. But like, for instance, I really loved Barrett's first gun, the Gatling gun, getting new materia slots as you leveled it up. I thought that was really cool.
And they're all like that too. Like, I think eventually you get to a point where you can have all the weapons, have all the materia slots filled, and then you could just have armor that eventually you get at the end of the game that you can fill up. I never dealt with all that. I actually, in this playthrough, I used the streamline progression. And I just had all the characters auto-learn their abilities. So all you had to do was use the ability once, and then they learned it, and then you could take that equipment off. For a little bit more context, when you get a new weapon, it comes with an ability, and you have to use that ability a certain amount of times to gain proficiency. And once you have 100% proficiency, you can now change your equipment, and you still have that ability. You've learned it.
Which kind of reminds me of like the way the Espers in Final Fantasy VI worked to some extent.
Yeah. And even the way materia works in this game, materia works exactly the same. You get AP, it levels up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some materia that are different. And you actually get summons, too, in this game. Whereas you would never have gotten summons in the original at this point.
And the summons are mechanically very different. They're more like the FF10 summons than the original 7 ones.
13, where they just kind of come and help you out.
I didn't play 13. All I know is in 10... in 10 it replaced your party. In this one, they help you. So I guess, probably more like 13. I just never played 13.
I think 13.
But I mean, instead of them doing one summon spell like they did in 7 or most of the ones before.
Actually, I'm getting this wrong. Go ahead, Dalton.
This actually works a lot like Kingdom Hearts summons.
Okay,
yeah.
At least from what I remember of Kingdom Hearts 3, you summoned it in, and then it would like help you out. So,
So, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I was just going to ask a question. I said, what did you guys think of the revamped battle system that was more action oriented as opposed to turn based?
I hate to bring the game up I just mentioned, but it felt like polished Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
And I think
Kingdom Hearts is definitely the initial DNA of this.
I honestly think that Kingdom Hearts is a big reason that this game exists in the way that it does, because I think the way that they did the combat system in Kingdom Hearts 2 and all of that made Square Enix be like, man, people really like this, because kids obviously really fucking liked Kingdom Hearts, and they were like, action combat is the way to go. This weird like in between where it's like you still have a turn-based menu, but you're playing it as an action. It's interesting.
The central conceit of the main combat is really interesting. There is something it calls ATB, like the active time battle system in the earlier Final Fantasies. Yeah. But instead of just building up by you sitting there and waiting to act, you're able to control your character directly, run around, do like light attacks and stuff. And doing light attacks fills it up kind of like limit break gauge almost, although that has a separate meter. And then once you get it to half or full power, you can use a spell, an item, or an ability. And some things that used to be like limit breaks, for instance, Braver was a limit break, the first limit break Cloud learned in the original FF7.
Yeah.
And now it is just like it's the ability of his first sword, the Buster Sword.
Yeah. And then even then, like, the limit breaks, you only get 2, I think, in this game. You get your each character has their regular one, and then they eventually can get like a book or something that will teach them their secondary ones, and you could switch those to Cloud's is something called Ascension, which is kind of funny because it looks an awful freaking lot like Omnislash.
Huh. Oh. Yeah, because the basic one he has is Cross Slash, which that makes sense.
Yeah. And then the fact that you can also switch back and forth between the characters, just to tap a button, you could play as Tifa, Barrett, Aerith, depending on who's in your party at the time. Red 13, you meet him later on. He is not playable in this game. They explained that because you get him toward the end of the game, they didn't want to make you learn a new character so late, which I guess makes sense, because in the original it would still be the beginning of the game, but he's already in your party in Rebirth when that game starts. So I guess there's that. Yeah,
and for one thing, like, because they start with different elemental materias, like, I found character switching is just like I used Cloud, because Cloud started with fire materia and his sword, so I'm like, okay, I'll use him on human enemies. Barrett started with a lightning materia and the ability to shoot at things from a distance, so I would use him against machines and turrets and stuff. And then Tifa has the ice. I gave her an ice and a wind, and basically used her to fight against, like, biological freaks, all the strange mutants of Mako in the world.
That's interesting that's what you... And then what'd you do with Aerith?
I didn't get there yet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that you only got to,
I got to the, I got to when you get the grappling gun outside of the Reactor 5.
Okay. Oh, so you still have all of Reactor 5 to go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though, because for one thing, I fucking love grappling guns. I think those are sick as hell.
Yeah. So then you got through at least the part where, Jesse asks you to go help her up at the Sector 7 surface.
Yes.
What did you think about that section? Actually getting to go to a section of Midgar that we never saw in the original.
I thought that was really neat because I had no idea really what the non-slums of Midgar looked like, and seeing what above plate life was like was an interesting contrast. I also thought that in this game the slums don't seem as just dour and filthy as they did in the original. Like, there felt like there was some hope and humanity in there.
I disagree. There's just... Midgar was really portrayed in this game as like a city in disrepair. Like the top...
I mean,
the top looks good, but the bottom is just like... It's all freaking junk and pipes and just debris, and you could kind of see the parts of the town that are like built into the rock or built into the mountainside, which I thought was a really nice touch because you didn't see that in the original, but you look closely enough, you can see like you actually see like and you haven't gotten there yet, but when you get to Eric's house, like, you got to let me know what you think of it. But you could actually see, like, when you're in the slums, you could actually see the mountains, like that, like that the city's built around, or the city's built into.
I guess what I mean more is not that it isn't slummish and kind of wasted down there, but more along the lines of, I felt like outside of Wall Market in the original game, pretty much all of the Midgar slums felt fungible. It just felt like one big depressing gray waste that was all the same. Yeah. And I feel like there's actually more character to the individual neighborhoods in this game.
Okay. I agree with that completely.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up, making sure I don't forget that we got actual fucking questions this week.
Oh, shit.
Nice. So let's see. And, you know, I felt, again, I didn't finish it, but I felt like the fights that I got were mostly tutorializing to this point. Like, I had only really got a 3-person party in the last hour before I quit playing. But I really do feel like the way you change characters, things like auto cure materia, I would never have used in the original. But in this, I'm like, okay, if I can only really hold on to one person at a time, yeah, I'm going to throw an auto cure on somebody, you know?
Yeah. Dalton, you have a certain scene you want to talk about.
Oh, I have a lot I want to talk about. I was waiting for y'all to get done with your positivity.
Go ahead.
Boy.
Go ahead.
I have a bunch of questions as to where the story goes, because for one thing, I'm not really worried about spoilers because even though I know it's not the exact same story as the original, I know basically the spark notes from having played the original a few times, so I'm not really super duper concerned about you telling me something that I shouldn't know yet.
I am going to say I don't like the Whispers, which I know you've already met them.
Is that the, basically what Dalton called Dementors in the intro?
Yeah.
You don't like the one thing that kept my interest in this game.
Oh, shit.
So,
oh, man.
Listen to me. Okay.
All right, go ahead,
Picture
Dalton.
this.
I'm ready.
Listeners, picture this.
Okay.
They're remaking Lord of the Rings. They're going to redo the movies, and they're going to put them out. And the entire first movie is in the Shire, and they're going to fill it with content to make you enjoy it.
Okay, this is why I didn't like the game at first.
Oh, well, let me tell you that, like, when you were talking about that, I was like, I can relate. So I had the opposite of what I did with the original Final Fantasy when we did it for the show. Whereas I went into that thinking it was going to be overrated, and then I enjoyed it. Whereas I came into this thinking I was going to enjoy it and found it to be highly overrated, in my opinion. I realize I am on a fucking island over here by myself. I'm chilling with Jeff the Grumpy Duck. Right? I understand where I am at on this. Now, did I hate this game? Absolutely not. I thought this was a good game. My problem is...
Yeah.
Oh, I have a few. I thought it was very padded. This game did not need to be as long as it was, and I beat this game in like 19 and a half hours because I did almost no side quests because I did a couple of them, and I was like, no, hey, can you go get me this jug of milk? But there's a rat. Can you kill the rat to get the milk? Like I was like, that's not what I want in my Final Fantasy. I don't need MMO quests in my Final Fantasy. I just want a good fucking story. So that's what I focused on, was just the main story.
Yeah.
Mick, I love you. You were never allowed to complain about cutscenes in a game ever again in your entire life. This game is half cutscenes. A quarter of this game is forced walking sections that I fucking hate that in any game. Do not just... if I can run, don't force me to walk. Like,
Oh, you
God
hated Sector 8 then.
dude, so much forced walking in this game. Combat, absolutely fantastic. Fucking loved it. The look of the summons that I got to see, tremendous. Fucking the one little chocobo dude that I pulled out, I don't know what he was, but he was awesome. A little, I think he was like a DLC or a bonus or something that wasn't in like the OG.
The chocobo chick?
Yeah, the chocobo chick. Thank you. I couldn't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, the little guy. I fucking hated the way they made Carnbuckle look.
Yeah, I didn't like Carbuncle in this either.
I did, dude. Just like Carbuncle has such a specific look to me, and they did not capture it, in my opinion. In
No,
this.
I'm actually with you on that, and I didn't use that summon as a result.
My biggest complaint with this is that it took 18 hours for me to see the hour worth of story that I was looking forward to seeing. Like they kept like teasing, and here's the thing that I think like put me on this trajectory. I knew what was coming. I did not get this fresh. I knew about the Dementors, the Whispers. I knew that a certain character was gonna not die. I knew that a certain character was gonna die, and then the Whispers are gonna be like, yoink! Not actually, no, because that's not the way fate should go, yada, yada, yada. And I knew that at the end, you go through a portal of sorts, and you are suddenly, this is not a remake anymore. This game's really not a remake. It's like a retelling. They lied to you when they told you that this was a remake, because it's not. The story's different, and the outcome is different. So from this point on, I almost think that nothing you know about Final Fantasy VII that you can rely on from this point on, other than maybe locations. And I find that fucking fascinating. And I really like that. And I really am looking forward to playing Rebirth. But dude, I did not give a single fuck about Midgar. I don't know what it was. Just didn't care about the people.
No, it was the exact reason that I fell off the game when I first played it. I felt that it was a 20 to 40 hour game to explain a 2 to 3 hour section of the original. And I kind of had to force myself to put that aside and appreciate it for what it was. And I guess it was only then that I'm like, you know what? I kind of see it now, because it's taken this, location that we don't give a shit about, and it's given it more character. Like I don't want to spoil too much for Willie and for people who want to play this game. But you get to a certain point, where you're kind of high up and you're looking down on the city.
Yeah.
And the gravity, and it's really then that you see the gravity of what was done a couple chapters before.
Yes.
I guess I don't really need to not spoil it, because it's an event from the original game as well.
It's when the disc falls, right?
When the plate falls on Sector 7. Now, they didn't have to make you go back into Sector 7. They made you go back into Sector 7, and you discover stuff in there that you didn't know Shinra put there. That the plate falling kind of unearthed and uncovered. But I'm not going to lie, there's one part of that section of the story. Willie, cover your ears if you don't want to hear it.
Okay.
There is one section of the story where you get to go back, where you have to go back into Sector 7 after the plate's fallen, and it's just trash. It's a mess, and there's still survivors. And when you finally get through the secret passageway and you come up in Sector 7 and you're looking around all that, now all of a sudden you turn the camera to look up, and all you see is the night sky, because there's no plate there anymore. That came crashing down on top of you. Like, that hit me. It hit me harder than it should. Because a lot of the time playing this game, I was looking up, because I was very curious as to why I was seeing shadows and sunlight and all that. And the reason
Which they do explain.
Yeah. And the reason you do is because they're still working on the city. Or, like, the city has fallen into disrepair. So you see space between the plates. You see, like, incomplete part of the plates. And the sun does manage to sneak its way through those areas.
Well, not just the sun. There's artificial sun
And
lamps.
there's
sunlight.
There's artificial sun lamps too, but but Sector 7 and Sector 5, like the parts of those sectors that you're in, are very close to the edge of the plate, so you can actually see some sunlight peeking through. But then when the plate falls, and I know you haven't gotten to this part yet, Willie, but when the plate falls and when you're in Sector 5, now all of a sudden more sunlight's peeking through. To the point where, like, the people who live there don't know what to do with all this extra sunlight coming in, with all this extra daylight, because now the plate's gone. The Sector 7 plate's gone. So it's actually it's actually making Sectors 4 and 5, or Sector 6 and 5, I'm sorry, Sector 6 and 5 brighter. And you can look up and you still see the plate there, but then you look a little bit over here and you're like, there's no more plate. Like, that just hit me emotionally. Like, the fact that they took the time to put that much detail into a catastrophic event to show, like, more than just the loss of life and more than just the destruction of property, like the actual, like, impact that Shinra's choice has made on their daily lives. And that's not something you necessarily get in the original.
Speaking of a contrast between the original story and this, even a couple minutes in, the game actually does completely diverge from the way the story is originally told, in that it shows that Shinra actually knows what you're doing from the start and is deliberately aiding Avalanche so they have an excuse.
Yeah.
Before I forget, there is another section of this game I need to motherfuck.
Yeah, go ahead. I was waiting for this. I thought I'm surprised you didn't bring this up already.
So towards the end of the game, and Willie, you'll get there eventually. There's a motorcycle scene. So you remember, Willie, have you done a motorcycle scene yet? The one?
Yeah, I did the one where you fight Roche, and I thought that one was really fun, actually.
Okay.
So I'm bummed to hear that it's going to have bad times, because I'm actually going to say, I don't know if Roche was a character in the original game. I really enjoy him so far.
No,
I thought he was new, and I like him.
New. Well, there's a lot of new personalities in this game. There's Chadley, there's Weimer. You end up meeting. You end up getting a little apartment for Cloud at one point. Because there's an old lady named Mara whose hair is done exactly the same way as Mara from Chrono Trigger. By the way, I don't know if any of you.
It's probably her.
No, she's an old lady.
Oh, I know, but Chrono Trigger
Time
probably
travel,
takes place
dude.
before Final Fantasy due to time travel.
It takes place before and afterwards, dude. It's a time machine.
Don't fuck with my head right now. It's too late.
So,
We freaked as being.
the Roche part was fun. I thought that was a acceptable, fun motorcycle minigame. I'll call it.
So what you're going to tell me is it comes back later and not fun.
It comes back later, and it is like 45 fucking minutes long. It's just...
Is it kind of like the Nier Automata intro sequence?
Yeah, where it just keeps going? Yes.
It gets brutal. I will tell you this. At the end, it gets brutal. I even when I played it on my original playing through, I had to lower the difficulty just for that section.
And here's the fucking kicker, is that once you start on the motorcycle and you're going, when you hit pause, it just comes up to pause. So you can't access your menu.
Oh.
So I couldn't turn the difficulty down. I had to grit my fucking teeth and just go in there and fucking do it, right? Turned on Wiimote to see if that would help, and the infinite health thing didn't count for the bike. So I just had to do it. And you're going, and it starts off, you got dudes coming up on you on the bikes, and it's the same way the Roche thing goes. And then another wave comes. And then some little robot things come, flying robots, you take them out. Another wave of bikers comes. Then this robot with it looks like the Skyrim enemies, one of the Dwemer fucking dwarf sphere things that comes at you. It looks like that. Comes hauling ass down. And then you fight him, and he's got enough health that makes you think that he's the boss of this part. So you beat him. Then some more bikers come. Then Barrett, and this is the only good part about this section, in my opinion, Barrett goes, "How many more pieces of shit are there?" And Red 13 goes, "Coming from a big sack of one," or something like that. And Barrett goes, "Hey!" But then this big fucking tank-looking thing comes out. Boom! And you got to fight it. And it does a lot of damage. And you have to drive up to the side of it, on the left of it, or the right. Either way, you have to drive it to the side and attack each of its 3 wheels. multiple times until you get their health bars down and you bust them. Then you go slow down, go to the other side, proceed to do that for the other 3 wheels. It will stun it. Then you can do like a smidgen of damage to its HP bar, and then it comes back, it regenerates wheels, and then hits you even harder, and repeat until you finally beat that fucker, and you give your fucking computer monitor the middle finger and yo, yes, fuck you, you stupid robot fuck. That is exactly what I did. And then when you beat that part, the rest of the game is everything I wanted to see. So it just felt like a lot of RPG edging until I got to the fucking end and the gooning just paid off, and it was like, yeah, for 30 minutes, just giving me everything I fucking wanted. But it was all at the end.
That's so interesting.
And it was enough to make you buy Rebirth.
It was. I think that's Mick. That's what I told you in our host chat. I said I think I'm really going to like Rebirth because I really liked the combat, and Rebirth opens up, and you can start going into the parts of Final Fantasy VII I really enjoyed, which was the world outside of Midgar.
Yeah,
this game did hit me in the feels one good time. Do either of you want to guess what it was?
No.
Okay, fair enough. It was when Jessie dies.
Yeah.
She what?
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. It happens in the first game too.
Oh, does it? Okay, well, I don't remember it in the first
Jessie,
game.
Biggs, and Wedge all die at the same time in the first game, dude. They die when the plate falls.
Yeah. And that's the part where it's on the plate, or it's on the stairway leading up to the plate controls.
Yeah, and she just, man, it was a rough scene because I actually really liked Jessie in this game a lot.
Yeah.
And Biggs and Wedge.
Shit. They've really added a lot of characterization to the minor.
They made them genuinely likable, whereas in the original, I felt that they were just kind of annoying.
I wanted Cloud to fuck Jessie. I was like, dude,
Everybody
forget about
wanted
Tifa,
that.
forget about Aerith, get Jessie. And then get Tifa and
seems like she'd be a
Aerith.
lot of
Have all
fun.
3 of them like a harem. This is a Japanese game. That's okay. Let's make a harem.
Welcome to Tenchi and Midgar.
But the ending, I don't want to go into too much. I know there are actually a couple listeners. One reached out to me and was like, I can't wait to listen to this, but I haven't played it yet, and so I don't want to spoil her. So I will leave all the good shit at the end for you to find on yourself. But I'll tell you that I found
When
this game
Snape killed Sephiroth, it was fucking nuts.
I found this game a slog, and the last 30 minutes or so made me buy this sequel, and that's all I'll say. So it's like, it's worth you watch. Even if you just want to look it up on YouTube and watch it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It really is.
Do you mind if we get into ratings and then I bounce off because it's almost 3 a.m. here and I have to get up in a couple hours?
Yeah, it feels like about time to wrap up anyway. I want to go make me a frozen pizza if we have any left.
That's fine by me then, but we got to remember to do questions next episode or someone's going to kick us in the dick. So let's do ratings.
Jokes on you, I don't have a dick.
I mean,
I don't know why I did the Dave Mustaine Fred in the
you
Fugitive
got-
Mind joke voice there.
you guys could do questions if you want. I'll just probably won't stick around for them.
Hello, Dick. Meet my
Hello,
real Dick.
me. Meet my real dick.
Oh my god.
And it's wonderful Dick's way of life.
That's
A long, throbbing erection is my most valued possession.
that's dick,
Feeling
not
kinda
donk.
horny, think I'm gonna get erect.
That's dong, not donk.
Coming
Yes, true.
bullets. All right, let's do ratings. I'm gonna be very frank with you. I'm going to give this the lowest score out of the 3 of us. I can guarantee it. And I am leaving the door open to once I've played Rebirth, to coming back to this and appreciating it more. I really am. Like, I'm not writing this game off, but as it stands right now, I give this like a 6.5 materias out of 10 Buster Swords.
And that's actually a very fair rating, considering this game, at the end of the day, exists to only prep us for the next game.
Yeah, and that's what it felt like. I said, like, this game felt like RPG edging.
Yeah, like literally,
Yeah.
it's exposition. The Midgar section of Final Fantasy VII was strictly exposition, and this game is strictly exposition. It's just more of it.
I
I feel like it does a better job of drilling into the actual characterization, though, and I think that's
Yeah.
important. Like,
Yeah.
I care a lot more about the characters, and I also feel like it gave us chances to show and not tell. Like, I think I said this offline and on the episode, but I feel like in FF7 original, it felt like we are told Barrett is a loud dude with a heart of gold, but Marlene is a prop to make that happen. Whereas in this game, we actually do get to see him act really responsibly, and like this environmentalist shit is his passion.
Right.
He's also a terrorist.
He's also a terrorist. Well,
Yeah, he's awesome.
I just want to point that out. That
we all are. I mean, in this game, all the characters are terrorists.
Think about, like, you think that could be done now?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's wild. 90s were wild.
I guess I'll go next.
I'll go too, because I didn't finish the game, so my score means the least out of all three of us. And so I'm just going to give it a stupid joke for a rating instead. I give this Final Fantasy VII remakes out of 10.
Fair enough. And,
Yeah.
And Mick, you saying the word
I like it.
exposition,
It's good.
I wish I'd have thought about that word earlier, because I would have called this game in the intro Exposition 33.
Oh, that's good. Fuck.
I'm glad I didn't
Shoulda, woulda,
give
coulda.
it to one now.
All it made me think of was the character Basil Exposition from Austin Powers. So
Yeah, right. No, this game.
feel free to give it a higher score than we did. Trust me.
No, it's getting a 9 out of 10 for me. 9.
Yeah.
9 dart mini games out of 10 squat mini games.
So
I haven't got to the squats yet. Looking forward to that.
interestingly enough, I only saw the dart minigame. I never saw squats one time. I never even saw the gym. Don't even know if I went into it. But darts were fire. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It gave me Yakuza vibes in the best of all ways.
Yeah.
Except you just can't go back to it after a certain point. But
Yeah,
It
well, I
was
got the
still fun.
achievement. I beat
Yeah.
it.
so did I. I beat it as well. I got the top of the leaderboard. I've done it. I've done it 3 times now. I kind of wish like they would somehow bring that back in Rebirth. Maybe they haven't. I just haven't gotten there yet. But
So
I didn't get a
Nick,
perfect score, but I did get a 6 start out, which
But-
you just need to
but
get
it-
7, I think.
But I do understand that this game is not perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. Every criticism that it got, it deserves. But at the same time, it does a very good job of setting you up for the rest of the story.
Yeah, I really like what I've played so far. It's just we played some insane RPGs lately.
Yeah, that's also fair.
So before we get into house cleaning and such, and me and Willie, if we decide to do questions or whatever, but before you go,
we
Mick,
can punt to next week unless we have any real FF7 questions.
there was one FF7 question.
Let's do the one then. Let's do the one.
Oh, hold on, I have it on my phone.
Okay.
It came from Adam. So, okay, so it's a 2-part. For Final Fantasy VII, best party composition. Okay, it's 3. Best party composition, most outlandish theories about the story going forward, and what is the best spin-off Final Fantasy game, and why is it Dirge of Cerberus?
I never played Dirge of Cerberus.
It's fucking fun, bro. It's fun. It does not get the credit it deserves, because I agree with Adam. Dirge of Cerberus fucking rocks.
And they just recently played Strangers in Paradise too over there at Spectre Approved too.
That's true.
They had to kill Chaos.
They killed. Well, I don't,
They had to kill Chaos.
they allegedly killed Chaos. I don't know if they really did or not. I don't know how that storyline in that game goes. And they did a very good job not spoiling it either. So favorite party composition, I think I just went with Cloud Barrett Tifa most of the time.
Yeah, same.
And actually, Adam, I don't know if you've played Remake or not. It's very similar to the first Midgar section of Final Fantasy VII in the sense that you really don't have any control on party composition. So you're locked in. I think Cloud Barrett Tifa is the party composition that you have the most.
Okay. Yeah, I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
I too really enjoyed the Cloud Party, Tifa Barrett Party.
I've got a
Favorites?
speculation.
Oh, go ahead. Yep, you do speculation. I have a spin-off that I really like.
So my speculation for why everything is happening is in the original Final Fantasy, when Sephiroth comes down and drives his sword through Aerith and kills her. I think that he was actually trying to come down and do a really cool superhero landing so he would impress Aerith and he could then put his dick in her, not a sword, so he could take her from Cloud and be like, yo, Cloud can't land like that. Look at this long sword. My sword's longer than his. So now he has gone into a deal with fate to change things so that Aerith survives, so that he may one day get that sweet, sweet tushy. And I think that's how the game is going to end, with a massive sex celebration a la Edge and Lita. But it's going to be Sephiroth and Aerith just getting it on while Cloud cries like the sad emo boy that he is in the background.
Dalton has achieved the cuck ending.
And Squall's going to walk on screen and just look at them and go, whatever, and then just walk off because he's never going to get a remake.
Interesting. If true.
I would like the listeners to know that Mick just had his head down the entire time as if he was trying to claw his own brain out of this conversation.
So yeah, my favorite spinoff is Final Fantasy Tactics series.
I was actually thinking that because, again, we have Cloud in it, so it counts as an FF7 spinoff even.
Yay! You're right. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just to be difficult, even though I never played it, I'm going to say Ehrgeist, because Cloud was also in that.
God bless the ring.
God bless the ring. Nice. Way to remember that.
Yeah, I played a demo of that at some point and was like, this is cool.
Yeah, it seemed okay. It didn't seem like... I mean, the thing is, it was competing with like Tekken and Virtua Fighter, and your favorite game of all time, Toe Ball #1.
Toe Ball, baby, we're playing that sometime for the show.
So
I'm telling you,
I know. Don't I know?
Can we just comment on the fact that Final Fantasy VII hit so many feels back then for so many different reasons that Cloud cameoed in a ton of shit.
Oh yeah, and Sephiroth half the time followed him into that shit too.
Yeah. Exactly. When Cloud was announced as a playable character in a Smash Brothers game, the world fucking lost their shit.
Oh yeah, it was a really nice trailer too, because the whole time it's happening, you're just like, this can't be what's happened. And then the music plays and the FF logo zooms in, and you're like, oh my god, it really is.
Yeah.
So I know we're kind of on a time crunch because you need to get to sleep soon, Mick. But we have one of the.
I have a pick.
We have to know
pick.
What Willie's pick is for our next game for the show.
Oh man, is it okay if I repeat genres? Because I have one I really want to do actually, and I think you'd love it too, Dalton.
Repeat genres?
Yeah,
like RPG? Because I'm never going to be upset about another.
I just
RPG
did no. I did a boomer shooter last time. Remember? I did a medieval.
No, go for it, dude.
Dalton, I know you're gonna love the soundtrack of this. Mick, hopefully you'll enjoy this one more than you did the last boomer shooter we played. I would like us to do Metal Hellsinger.
I know nothing about it.
Discord cut that off.
Whatever noise Dalton just made, it did not come through Discord.
It was me trying to do a good growl, but I'm also kind of sick at the moment, so I'll probably have to touch that up a little bit with some reverb. But yeah, I just went yes, but like nice. Style. That's awesome. Yeah, that game is fucking. I've heard nothing but rad things about the soundtrack for that. So if anything, I'll have a sore neck next time we fucking record because I'll be headbanging.
The very limited time I've
you
spent
have
with
to
it
shoot. You have to shoot and dodge in time with the music to increase damage and score. It's rhythm action.
It's like a boomer shooter rhythm game.
Yeah. So if you go into it thinking of it more like a rhythm game, you might kick its ass.
Okay,
it's really fun.
You know me. I'll try.
It's satisfying.
I'll try anything.
I promise you, it is satisfying. At least to my memory. I need to start installing it then.
Hell yeah. I think I own that somewhere, but if not, I'll pick it up. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for listening to this. This is a long boy, and it was actually called out to be a long boy in our show chat while we were recording by Kana. So hi, Kana. We hope you enjoyed listening.
Hey, Kana.
And I promise, Kana, we will watch some Joshi soon. I promise.
Hell yeah. Speaking of watching wrestling, I do think it would be fun to get around to that
Mascara
versus
match.
Mascara.
Yes.
Luchas de Apuestas match between El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano.
And Mick, you need to be there too, because that is like,
oh yeah,
now a match I put on the list of if I'm going to get people into wrestling, like this girl I'm talking to right now, if I'm going to get people into wrestling, I'm going to show that match as one of them. It's that good.
Give me this week, and I will have a good 6 weeks of not doing shit. So,
that's right, summer break.
Yeah, summertime and the living is easy, brother.
Get through the hellscape of May and June and sleep through July.
I put 4 days of vacation time in for July, so I can just like rest. That's all I want to do. I just want to sit around and rest. So, all right, yeah. If you would do us a favor and please give us a review over on iTunes and Spotify. It really helps us out and it helps people find us in the algorithm because honestly, none of us are very good at this social media thing when it comes to promoting this show. I've honestly been thinking about lately being like, anybody in the Discord want to make like $20 a month? That's not a lot, but that's what I can afford to just run the fucking Twitter and just post when we do new shit. Like that's all I need.
Hey Dane.
Nah, Dane's got enough on his plate.
He's asking you, Dane.
I'm not. Dane's got enough on him.
Dane does the YouTube for free also. So
YouTube actually does it by itself anymore. But Dane,
I'm just kidding anyway. I love Dane.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Dane's a very busy man these days. I don't want to dump that on him, even though I know y'all are just fucking around. But
yeah, we goofing. We love you, Dane.
Leave the review. Help us out in the algorithm. Discord. Come join the Discord. That's where all the cool shit happens, man. bit.ly/TSMP Discord, all capital letters, will get you in, and you can join in on the shenanigans. You can vote on the polls. Let's do a quick poll overview. Long poll currently winning is Critter Cove still. Short game poll currently winning is Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. And the retro poll looks like Jagged Alliance is winning, which just surprises me. Because I'm pretty sure that's like a tactics style game.
Yeah, I thought that was like a Red Alert or Command and Conquer type thing.
Yeah, I think it's that style of game. So it's interesting that people want to hear us play it. But I'm cool with it. We need to start trying to expand. There are more than RPGs. I know we love RPGs, but there are more. So yeah, bit.ly/TSMP Discord, all capital letters. Check out the website, bit.ly/The Steam Machine Podcast, capitalized phonetically. But really, you want to check out the Patreon, patreon.com/The Steam Machine Podcast. And that's all lowercase, nice and easy. $1 or more a month gets you the episodes early, and you get the banter in the beginning that is just for the patron sections. And it was a pretty decent one this week, a little beefy. And I also want to say that if you donate $10 or more a month, you get your names read on each and every episode like these wonderful people on top of all the things that I just mentioned. Nate Sir Cogsworth, the 7th of June-iper, Jeff the original Expendable, Mr. Syllables, old Jeffy Lube, also He's a Duck, the man who erased his nickname, now the Wolverine, formerly known as Logan Joreid, aka LittleLoManiac, Ariesoradam, shout out to his podcast, Spectre Approved, Team Retrogue, go check him out over on YouTube, Mr. Puzzles, Dane himself, Flyin Brian, Doran Gray, Fenris, the healer from the Isles of Bama, shout out to his podcast, Spectre Approved. And you know what? He's not part of the Patrons right now, but he's a part of our community, and I love him to death, so I'm going to say his name anyway because I like to do it. Chad the Mad Lad, no goddamn C in his last name, Schaefer.
You're giving away the milk for free, dude.
I am, but I love Chad, so he gets it every now and then.
Yeah, he's cool.
Plus, the time that he told me, Dalton, there's no goddamn C in my last name, it's just like stuck in my head, so it's like I love saying that.
It's good fun. Good, clean fun.
Yeah, so we love you guys. Thank you very much for joining. We will be back in 2 weeks to talk about Metal Hellsinger, which I always want to call Hellslinger, but it's not. So I'm going to correct myself on that. Metal Hellsinger. I'm going to let Mick go to sleep, boys. On that note, everyone who's listening, take it easy.